Okay. All right. For this case, while residential treatment is recommended, probation, the assessor don't believe that you'll participate in residential treatment based on your prior conduct, you would probably abscond from residential treatment. So I don't believe that we have the ability to, I guess, do the treatment in the community with you at this time, but your behavior is unsafe. So consequences and treatment are the appropriate response. Your sentence is 180 days in jail with credit for 42 days. You may be released upon completion of the CAT substance abuse program. So if you complete that program,
Today, we're diving into a courtroom drama that's part legal puzzle, part human struggle. Ms. Laura Bacon faces sentencing after repeated absconding and a series of probation violations. On one side, there's the law, fines, assessments, and structured treatment programs. On the other, there's a deeply personal story, trying to care for a loved one, struggling with addiction, and feeling the weight of consequences all at once. As we watch, pay attention to the tension build, the push and pull between compliance and rebellion, accountability and desperation. You won't want to miss how this case unfolds.
Lansing versus Laura Bacon, 2103207 OD. And you are Laura Bacon.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Bacon, you are here for sentencing today, and we have a pre-sentence report with recommendations and a substance abuse assessment. Mr. Wornsley gave you that file so you could review it. Is that right?
Yes, I'm confused by it.
Pardon? You're confused?
Yeah, because it said on there that I owe way more in fines and costs, and we've already paid them. That's first, and it still says I owe the $45 that he paid, and he has the receipt too, which would bring that down to a zero balance. That's in there.
I don't know what fines and costs you're talking about. It says you owe
For this
St. John. You haven't been assessed fines and costs for this case yet.
It says on the thing I have. On the so I don't know what he paid for, but it says it's for this charge. I'm just going by what's online and what was told to me.
I have not sentenced you. You have not been assessed fines and costs. You may have had to pay for your assessment. You may have failed to pay clearance fee, but as for the fines and costs, they have not been assessed yet.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Not with that, no.
Okay. At the time of a plea in this case, which occurred after many, many times of absconding, you pled to a high BAC offense, which is punishable by up to 180 days in jail. Today is the date for sentencing. I have a pre-sentence report with recommendations as well as a substance abuse assessment, which indicates that residential treatment would be the most appropriate treatment for you. Do you have any additions, deletions, or changes to the text of the pre-sentence report or the assessment?
Yes, I want to spend my mom's last days with her, and
Okay, that was not the question I asked.
No, what do you mean? I'm confused by.
Is there anything in this that needs to be changed to be accurate?
No.
Okay. What would you like to tell me on your own behalf?
My mom, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with her, only by what I've been told on the phone. I want to spend my last days with her. Again, sober, obviously, I will pay the consequences of my actions. Still got those. Probation or alcohol cover. I don't really want to drink anymore. I feel like way better. Like I got healthier. Like, I don't know, my body feels better. And then I've got a lot of things like my HUD, I've got my UIA, and I have till like this week to get all that done or I lose all of that, plus my social security. Plus there's like everything happened at one time. I was going through it with my mom. Alcohol's not the key out. It's not. It's gonna kill me anyways if I don't stop.
Well, I mean, the fact is, drinking isn't going to make your mom better, right?
No, not me either.
It doesn't. It doesn't fix that problem. All it does is keep you from feeling the feelings that you have to feel about it. But Ms. Bacon, your conduct in this case has been abhorrent. You have absconded over and over again. You've never complied with bond. You make excuses for it. Your response to the assessor, the way you responded to them as recently as 10 days ago, you say you got cleaner in the jail, but you were already in jail for a month when you saw her and you still acted the way you acted.
I was confused by what she was asking me. I says, is this now in the jail or at the end of the assessment? Because when I was going through the assessment, I was foggy in my head the first time. So she had called me on the polycam on Friday for the other Friday. I think it was 2 Fridays ago. Yeah. And I asked her, because I just woke up and like, they just taken me off my, what do you call the program they put you on, the pills in the jail when you, the protocol for alcohol detox. They had just taken me off of those. So I'd gotten up and then I answered half of the questions wrong to her because I didn't know that it applied from when not being sober in jail to being sober out of jail, which I apologized to her about. So basically, I was thinking she was asking me now, not before I went to jail. That was a miscommunication between that. So then I answered them again for her. Because I thought, she was like, are you sure? Are you sure? And then I was like, does this apply to now or does this apply before I went to jail? She's like, this applies before you went to jail at court when you went in to see her for like the second time. So I was just confused. And then I started answering the questions, how she wanted me to answer them because I didn't know how that's what it applied to, like everything. I thought it was just alcohol, not everything. The drugs, the marijuana, and then the alcohol. I thought it was just alcohol that she was asking about. Because it's all like messed up in there. I've seen that too.
Okay. All right. For this case, while residential treatment is recommended, probation, the assessor don't believe that you'll participate in residential treatment based on your prior conduct, you would probably abscond from residential treatment. So I don't believe that we have the ability to, I guess, do the treatment in the community with you at this time, but your behavior is unsafe. So consequences and treatment are the appropriate response. Your sentence is 180 days in jail with credit for 42 days. You may be released upon completion of the CAT substance abuse program. So if you complete that program,
Here's where the story gets really intense. Ms. Bacon's conduct in the case has been described as florid, repeatedly absconding and failing to comply with court expectations. You can see her frustration and confusion as she tries to explain herself, but the court isn't having excuses. This is a critical teaching moment. Drinking or avoiding consequences doesn't change the outcome, and the law is clear. Residential treatment is offered, but only if there's compliance. This is where viewers have to ask themselves, would you handle probation violations differently? Could you maintain composure under this pressure, or might emotions and personal crises take over? It's a raw human moment that highlights both accountability and the struggle to navigate real-life challenges while under the law's watchful eye.
you be released early. Your fine for this case is $25, a $75 crime victim rights fee, $50 state minimum cost. That's $150 plus $404.12 in Lansing Police Department cost recovery, which makes the grand total $554.12 in this case. I did the math and it looks like you'll have to be in jail another 108 days unless you finish the CATS program. So I want to set up a payment arrangement with you today if we can, or you can report to court immediately upon release from jail to set up your payment arrangement. Pardon? Ms. Bacon, what payment arrangement do you want to set up, or do you want to come in and set it up when you get out?
Yeah.
That you want to set up when you get out? Okay, I can put that on here, that you're going to come in and set up your payment agreement when you get out, but a couple things you need to know. Firstly, you do not have to have a dollar on you to come in and set up a payment arrangement. You can come in with no money and talk about making payments, small payments if necessary. But you do have to come in. So if you get out of jail and we find out you've gotten out of jail and you haven't come in to set up payment arrangements, they're going to want me to send a bench warrant out for you. In addition, I have these other tickets that are show causes. They say you still owe 129 on one, 160 on the other. I can just send those to the same person when you set up your payment arrangements for all of them, so that you can set up one big payment plan for everything that you owe money on right now.
Okay.
Bacon, since I gave you jail, I must tell you, you have the right to appeal your sentence. If you'd like to appeal your sentence and you need a public defender to assist you, you need to make your application within 14 days, okay? Mr. Rowley, whatever happened with Mr. Henry's, I think, was referred to your office. Did he follow through or did he get denied? How did that work?
I was just looking at that. I don't see that his case has been assigned to anyone, so
Did he make the application?
I think he was denied once and was told he could reapply. I think I was told him to reapply, but I don't see any record that he actually did that.
Mr. Henry's, did you reapply?
I sent an email, like,
Come up here for a second. Sent an email to who?
to what the lady told me to email.
Who did? Come on, into the well. I gave you a phone number, I believe. Did you call the phone number I gave you?
No, she said I could email or call, so I emailed.
But I told you to call.
I thought I could do both.
Mr. Henry's, do you want to go to jail? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I mean, the recommendation is jail because you haven't been doing anything you're supposed to. And then you come in here and you tell me you're not really doing anything you're supposed to. That's not great.
Well, I called lawyers too, but then they were just too much.
That's why I'm referring you to the public defender to see if you can get qualified because lawyers are expensive. I think people have a misunderstanding of how expensive lawyers really are. I did that job. It's expensive. Okay. Mr. Henrys, do you want to have an attorney with you?
I think I'm just gonna get denied like the first time.
Well, how could we possibly know that if we don't follow through?
Well, I make like 2 months.
You think so?
I make like 1,600 to 2,000 every 2 weeks. I work
Okay.
7 days a week.
Okay, and you can't afford a lawyer for a probation violation with that amount?
Well, they run it. I don't have that much saved up. I still like pay bills
Yeah.
and I just paid the court fees.
Yeah. It's not interesting to me at all.
I was gonna see if I can do like weekends, like 120 days weekends. Pay
Hell
some
no.
Pay some fines.
No, that's not how this works. We don't do jail on your schedule. You don't do your probation, you do jail on my schedule. Mr. Henrys, you have had a significant issue with following through. This case was not small, or I wouldn't have put you on probation for it. You were driving around at a .21. You could have killed people. So you either address the issue and be serious about it, or you do the time. Those are your options. I guess since you got arraigned by the magistrate July 21st, so like 3 weeks ago, have you done anything to start complying with your probation?
I don't got my POs. I think I got a new PO, so.
Mr. Hanna. He's been a PO here for a couple of years. He's downstairs on the 5th floor. You could go see him right now. I don't understand what your problem is.
I'll go see him. I just didn't have the number. I didn't even really know I got a new PO.
Did you even try to find out though? I mean, you can tell me all that, but if you don't come to the court, you don't come in here and ask, you don't call the probation clerk and ask, then how can I feel bad for you? You do nothing in order to find out this information and then complain that you don't know. That's not how we deal with life.
I just have a hard time with these things.
So I'm gonna adjourn this 1 week to August 21st at 9 o'clock. 1 week. Go downstairs, talk to Mr. Hanna about whether you're gonna get yourself in compliance. I don't know if Mr. Hanna's down there, but if not, the probation clerk will get whoever's on to cover him, because they cover if somebody's off.
Is it like all the way in the front? Like at the bottom floor?
5th floor, so 1 floor down, says probation. We're gonna print you a new notice for next week. In this week, you may follow up with a lawyer. You shall speak to your probation agent, and you decide if you're gonna do probation or do jail. That's what you're gonna do in this week.
In the end, Ms. Bacon's case illustrates the balance between rehabilitation and accountability. The judge's sentence, 180 days in jail with credit for 42 days, and the possibility of early release through the substance abuse program underscores that consequences are necessary, but the door to treatment remains open. Financial obligations were clarified, including fines and fees totaling $554.12, with arrangements for manageable payments. This case reminds us that compliance, communication, and engagement with the system are critical, no matter personal struggles. If you found this breakdown compelling, make sure to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more in-depth, jaw-dropping courtroom analyses. Every case has lessons, and this one is a masterclass in accountability under pressure.